Alright, y'all, welcome back. Guess what today is?
What is it?
It's mismatch day.
You're wearing the darker blue and I'm wearing the light.
Alright, so today we have a special treat. We are wrapping up the story of David. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. So let's throw it over to the wheel to see what our challenge is.
Yes! What's up, guys? Back at the wheel. Last day for the wheel. So sad. We gotta say bye to Wheelie McWheelface.
Wheelie.
So sad. Tears, tears, tears. But now we're gonna spin, and what are we gonna get?
I say number 6.
Come on, 28.
What's it gonna be?
I say 3.
6.
28.
Don't doubt me.
I doubt you.
8. Oh,
All right.
Hey!
Number 3.
number 8.
His face.
No.
Well, I tried. All right. Today we have Pie Face Trivia. Pie Face Trivia.
Tasty.
Alright guys, welcome to Pie Face Trivia. This is
Oh,
the game
yeah.
where we ask a simple question, and if you get it wrong, you get pie in the face. So, let's get started. First question, Malone versus Tommy, head to head. How many stars make up the Big Dipper?
7.
Tommy's correct.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, Malone.
Go, come on.
I'm sorry, Malone. I'm sorry. How many feet separate the bases in a regulation-sized baseball diamond?
90.
That's correct.
Are you kidding me?
No hesitation.
What year was the very first model of the iPhone released?
2007.
That is correct!
Okay.
Hey! Stop, baby! What is the state bird of Texas?
Mockingbird.
I knew that.
Is that it? What is the capital of Florida?
Tallahassee.
Yes.
In any situation on the road when driving for rec team, what is the first thing you do?
You pray before you get in the car.
You put on your seatbelt.
It's pray, isn't it? Yeah. What college did Michael Jordan go to?
North Carolina.
You got it!
I'm sorry. David was the youngest of 8 brothers and the son of Jesse. He was also a shepherd. One day, Samuel, who was the last judge of Israel, set forth for Bethlehem to anoint the next king of Israel. Jesse presented his finest sons to Samuel, but the judge knew that God had not appointed any of these. Samuel asked Jesse to see the youngest son, David, and as soon as Samuel saw the boy, Samuel knew, through God, that this would be the next king of Israel. What's up, guys? That was an awesome recap of how David was chosen to be the next king over Israel. Even though he was a little boy and he was weak, he didn't really look the part. But Samuel was coming through God, and the Bible says that man looks at outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. And Samuel saw that because God was helping Samuel to see David's heart and see his actual character, guys. And I encourage that for y'all. Look at people through their hearts and not how they look.
Saul and the Israelites were facing the Philistines in battle. The soldiers all became scared when Goliath the Philistine came up to fight them. David came forward to Saul and willingly offered to fight Goliath. After refusing to take Saul's armor that was too big for him, David stopped by a nearby creek to pick out 5 smooth stones to fight Goliath with. David ran toward the battle line to meet Goliath. Reaching into his bag and taking out a stone, he slung it and struck the Philistine on the forehead. With God on his side, David was able to kill Goliath.
Okay guys, so David and Goliath, it's one of my personal favorite stories, and that's because the lesson in it is so true and is so good. David was going up against a huge giant in Goliath. He seemingly had no chance, but he had God on his side, and he knew that. Because in the Bible, David says to Goliath, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied." So David knew that God was with him, and that's what we can do in life. We're going to face trials, we're going to face hard times and struggles, but we should have the confidence, just like David, that God is on our side, and he always will be, and he's fighting for us. So let's head to the next story.
Saul was very jealous of David because David killed Goliath when the king should have done it himself. So Saul told his son Jonathan about his plan to murder David. As David was leaving Saul's presence, Jonathan grabbed him aside and warned David about his father's plan to go and kill him. So David ran and hid out in a cave outside of the city. Saul and his army went running after David, and when they came to the cave, Saul went inside to relieve himself. At one point while Saul was in the cave, he sat in front of David. David, being told by God not to kill the king, decided to instead cut part of his cloth off to prove that David could have killed Saul. David followed Saul out of the cave to prove that he could have killed Saul, and instead he spared his life. Saul, after hearing David's voice, wept aloud and was thankful for the grace David had shown him. As time went on, Saul was reminded that he was still truly jealous of David, so once again they set out to try to kill him. David was out running for his life and saw the army camping nearby. While Saul's army was asleep, David approached to take away his water jug and his spear. Once again, David was within striking distance of Saul, but chose to prove God's point of mercy and love by not killing him. After David did this, he went outside the camp and awoke the soldiers. Once Saul heard David's voice, he wept, and David forgave Saul just like God has called us to do.
So we finished our recap of David. We saw how God chose David to be the next king, even though he did not look the part. Then we saw God protect David when he fought the evil Philistine Goliath. And then lastly, we saw how David showed mercy towards Saul when he had multiple opportunities to kill him. And that's how God uses David's unique story as a great opportunity to show that anybody in the world can do great things, and that God will always be there with us.
What? Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back, everybody.
Great video today.
Yes.
We are super excited that our week of David is over, and now we get to talk about the one and only Jesus from the Bible next week, guys. We have some exciting videos, new location, new rec team, new characters. So just be stoked for that, guys. But next Tuesday, in the bus parking lot of FBC Midland, bike night. Bring your bikes, bring your skateboards, bring whatever you can ride on in the parking lot, and bring your family. We're gonna have a good time. There'll be snow cones.
Ooh,
Snow cones!
It's also going to be an obstacle course. So.
And an obstacle course. We're building that right now. So
Yeah. So
come ready to compete, guys. All right.
Right.
But-
Challenge board.
Yeah, let's send it over to the challenge board.
Get out of here.
what is up, guys? You did it. We made it through the challenge board. Today's our last day for challenges, and here's all our winners. So we're going to go through the list of all our crazy submissions, from crazy hair, from song time, from guessing the movie and commercial. You all did it. So here we go. We got Cameron, Peyton, Sawyer, Eddie, Liam, Laney, Ben, McCall, Cooper, Dakota, Sawyer, Ryder, AJ, Russell. Great job! Woo! Great job! We got some. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You all will be getting some Baskin-Robbins gift cards in the mail coming soon. Be sure to continue to keep this email handy. Send us anything you want. But here are our winners. Great job.
Way to go, guys. Way to go. We're so happy that you guys competed with each other, even though it was over the TV screen. But thank you guys for doing that very much. But as always, let's end our video with prayer. So Daniel, will you pray us out?
Of course. Dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you for everything given to us. Thank you for this great opportunity that we have had to do these videos with these kids and these people through the screen, even though it's not in person. I pray that we reach at least one person through these videos, and that maybe these videos will inspire someone else to go out and do great works for you. Amen.
Amen. All right, guys. See you on Monday.